I got a new camera! Or a new version of the same camera. A new one. Yeah. Anyways, I'm eating crab. It's cool. There's the mom. Hi.
Hello.
There's my dad. My
Hi, my
brother.
name is Slash. I like your camera.
I don't understand it. And so we went and saw Lincoln after work today, which was really good. I loved it. But yeah, it had a lot of famous people in it too, which was interesting. And yeah, I worked from noon until 6, which is interesting because yesterday they called me. The people from my work called me and said, "Oh, we'd like it if you would stay an extra 3 hours tomorrow." So I was supposed to work here from noon until 9. Then they changed it back after I already got there, and it was at 3 o'clock. But that was fine by me because I was porter, which means I cleaned toilets. It was nasty. And I sweep the floor. So yeah, tomorrow though I get to work box office, which is exciting. It's my favorite. But yeah. Feels good to be vlogging again. I know it was only like a day that I wasn't able to do it, but it was tough, and I really enjoy this. And this time I made sure to write my name and contact information on my camera because, I don't know, it makes it seem a little more personal, I guess. I don't know, that's what my mom was saying. But either way, it really sucks that people take other people's things. The camera didn't show up in either of the theaters that I was in, and I know for a fact it was in there because I recorded outside of the theater right beforehand. Not outside of the auditorium, but outside of like the big theater itself. I wasn't in either of the auditoriums, and so that's kind of lame. You know, why would somebody take my things? But you know, I guess it's my fault too. I shouldn't have put it in a pocket that it could have easily fallen out of like that. Yeah, that sucks. That was stupid, but you know, oh well, I guess moving forwards, I know how to do things differently now, and I know what to look out for, I guess. I'm just gonna pick right back up where I left off. It's okay that I don't have footage from a day that I can put on YouTube, but I did the vlogging part of it, so I think I'm just going to call this day, what would that be, like 19 then? And then yesterday was 18, I guess. I don't know. I'll figure that out. Maybe this is 20. I don't know. Either way, it's of my vlogging journey, not necessarily the uploading portion of it, I feel. That's just for me, and this is mine, so who cares? There's no specific rules for any of this anyways. Anyways, I went and saw Lincoln today, like I said, after work, and I really enjoyed it. It wasn't something that I'd normally watch. I'm not really a history person in general, but I don't know, I really liked it, and I thought that it was really well done, and the acting was pretty great. I thought that, yeah, it was really good. One thing that's funny though is my best friend is named after one of the people that played a major role in the Civil War. And so it was kind of funny when they would reference it because, yeah, so my friend has two first names that are the first and last name of this character, and so it was funny when they would say it, and then it's just like, oh, weird. It's because my best friend recently moved away. Yeah, moved across the country. So that's been tough, but I'm getting through it, and we still talk and Skype, and yeah, had a bit of a falling out, but things are good again, and yeah. Also, work story time. So today I was porter, and when I was doing one of the women's restroom checks, it was just me and then this girl who was washing her hands. She must have been maybe 19, I want to say 18 or 19, and she looks over, and normally people don't talk to me, you know. I mean, I come in with a broom and a dustpan, that's it, and I just like sweep up the floor, and then flush the toilets that people, for some odd reason, don't know how to flush themselves. All of them work fine, people just don't flush, which I find disgusting. Anyways, that's not the point. The point is, this girl looks at me, and she's like, "You having fun yet?" And I was like, oh, it was half an hour before the end of my shift, so I'd been there for 5.5 hours, and I'm just like, I'm trying, and she gets this grin on her face, and she's like, "Thank you so much for, you know, doing this." Yeah, she's just like, "Thank you so much," and then she left. And it struck me that sometimes it's the little things, because that's what kind of helped me get through the rest of it, was just somebody making contact and saying, "Hey, you know, your job kind of sucks. Thanks for doing it, though." You know, and I mean, it's not like I'm porter every day. It's not like my job specifically is to clean restrooms. It's just sometimes, from the luck of the draw or whatever, I get scheduled as porter. And, you know, but it was nice having somebody acknowledge me, you know. A lot of other people kind of gave me that, like, "Ooh, look, it's terrible." One man, even, like, as him and his kids were walking by, I overheard him saying something like, "That's why you guys should stay in school. You don't want to end up like that." It's like, I am in school. This is how I'm paying for school. Don't judge me. But, oh well. Anyways, but the girl, she reminded me of the most, it was this moment that I had at, I was working concessions one day. This must have been about 5 months ago? 6 months ago? Yeah, like right, kind of as I was getting close to leaving the job for school. I took 3 months off to go to Seattle U, and now I'm back. And anyways, this man, he bought popcorn and a couple other things I don't even remember, and paid and then left. And it was a slow day. There wasn't very many people there, and you know, I rang up a couple more people, and about 20 minutes later he comes back and he asks for a cup of water. He puts $1 bill on the counter. And I was like, "Oh, you can keep your money. Water's free." And I tried to be funny about it or whatever, and he kind of did one of those like half like things, and just like he just left it there. And I gave him his cup of water, and I was like, "Oh, it's okay. You know, you don't have to pay for it. For you, it's free." And he just kind of laughed again and walked off. I was like, Sir, I can't take, I mean, we're not actually allowed to take tips. It's something with, I don't know, the image of the theater or something like that. And, so I was just like, Sir, I can't take your money. And he just walked off, and I didn't see him. And I'm like, I don't know what to do. Because as soon as you, like, leave the area, you have to have a key to get back in. So if I run out, like, I can't get back in. And so I'm just like, oh, okay. Okay. So that day, I got $1 tip. And it's stuck with me ever since then. And whenever I think about it, it just warms my heart. And you know, it's things like that that just really stick with you too. I mean, yeah, I really appreciated that. Yeah. Anyways, probably gonna watch some TV and hang out and prepare myself for work tomorrow. Working every day this week. It's Friday, I think, which is the day that on the theater, our weeks start on Friday and then end on Thursday instead of like Sunday to Saturday, just because the weekend is the busiest time at the theater. So this week I'm scheduled every day except for Thursday. And it sounds like sometime in the middle of the week I might be getting extra hours. I might just tack on some more hours just because things have been pretty busy since it's winter break for everybody, or a lot of people. And this is one of the busiest times of the year because people have all this free time. They think, oh, let's go to the movies. We just got some new movies. We're getting some new movies this weekend. Should have got those today. Maybe we're not getting movies. I guess that was probably the thing, is we got them in the middle of the week. Either way, though, yeah, it's pretty busy, and all the managers are super stressed. We have this new manager, and I don't think she likes me very much. I've found that whenever new management comes in, they at first try to treat everybody like, they're superior or whatever, and they're like, oh, you people work for me. And I've found that the easiest way to get them to like you is to just kind of establish your role, or not your role, but your presence, I guess, as a coworker as opposed to a subordinate. I don't know. I think that, like today, with this new manager woman, she was talking with some people, and she had been kind of on me all day about different things that I was doing just fine, but she really, I don't know, she likes things done a specific way. And she was talking with some people, and I came over, and I talked with them, and I was friendly, and, laughed along and stuff, and really, I don't know, tried to establish that, like, this is me as a person. This is who I am, and I got a feeling for who she is. And she started seeing me as more of an individual as opposed to this collective people that work for me, or people that I'm in charge of, and so, I guess I don't really work for her. I work under her. I don't know what the terms for that are. I guess I will learn them in my management classes that I'm going to be taking here soon, because I am a strategic communications major at my university. I've got 5 quarters left until I get my Bachelor of Arts degree. I already have my associates. I got it in June of this year at 18. Yep, I turned 18 the same month that I got my 2-year college degree. Just a little thing about me. I don't normally talk too much about myself in these videos. I realized I mostly just kind of bring this around and show you what I go do, as opposed to talk about what I have done. Yeah, and the reason I go to so many shows, I run a lot of them because I run a nonprofit. which I started about 3.5 years ago, 3 3/4. I don't know the specific numbers on exact. It's getting close to 4 years now that I started this, and we help teenage musicians find places to play and ways to share their music with family, friends, and just the general public. And so there's not a lot of opportunities for teenagers to do that. It's mostly around here. It's mostly 21 and over because of the style of the venues that they're playing. A lot of times it's bars, clubs, that kind of thing that book bands, like smaller bands around here. We have bigger venues that are for like arenas and stuff that are for huge bands, but it's hard to get between that gap of playing in the garage and then playing, Key Arena or White River Amphitheater or, anything like that. But instead, we try to find places that'll allow them to play all ages shows so that family and friends can come see them. Their little brother could come see them play. Their, or like the singer's little brother or the guitar player's, older sister. A lot of these bands that we're getting in are, have members that are anywhere from 12 to 22. It's teen and young adult mainly, and yeah, but it's a lot of fun, and I love doing it. And I mean, if everything worked out right, we're 501c3 tax exempt now, which means that if big businesses or companies want to write us checks, they can write it off on their taxes. Or if anyone actually donates, they can write it off on their taxes, which is kind of cool. We have our official numbers and everything that we can give them for that, which I think is amazing. We've been working towards this for the last 3 years. I mean, we hadn't really talked too much about it in the first year there. That was mainly just like, oh, we're doing a monthly show where we have a teen showcase. This is what we do. And now it's expanded to between 60 and 80 shows a year. It's a lot of fun. I love it. And if everything goes right, I could turn this into a full-time job, which I would love to do. I would love to turn it into something that I could maybe even take a salary from at some point. I could, that would be my job as executive director. But, yeah. Yeah, but that's why I go to all these rock, jazz, funk shows and bring my camera along now because it's going to be part of who I am. The girl who records everything. Oh, I'm having a lot of fun with it though, and I'm glad to be able to do it again. And make a very, very good effort to not lose this one. Yeah. Anyways, it's TV time.